Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, an inspiring story of faith and sacrifice. Birth of Ismail, peace be upon him. Our story begins with the tale of Abraham, peace be upon him, the father of monotheistic faiths and a prophet in Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. In his advanced years, despite having a loving and faithful wife, Sarah, he remained childless. They both yearned for a child, and their prayers were finally answered when God granted them a son, Ismail, peace be upon him, through their Egyptian maidservant, Hajar. The sacrifice of Hajar and baby Ismail. The next chapter of this epic narrative took an unexpected turn. Under divine instruction, Abraham, peace be upon him, had to leave Hajar and their infant son, Ismail, peace be upon him, in the barren valley of Mecca. This was an arduous task, but Abraham obeyed God's command faithfully. Hajar and baby Ismail, left with a small amount of food and water, were soon faced with the harsh conditions of the desert. The water ran out, and Hajar, desperate to find water for her thirsty son, ran between the hills of Safa and Marwa 7 times. This act is remembered and reenacted by Muslims during the Hajj pilgrimage. The miracle at Zamzam. In her moment of desperation, a miracle unfolded. As baby Ismail, peace be upon him, kicked the ground, a spring of water gushed, which we know today as the well of Zamzam, a symbol of God's mercy and provision. This event established the Valley of Mecca as a place of residence, attracting nomadic tribes and fostering the growth of the city that would later become the heart of the Islamic world. Ismail's upbringing and his role as a prophet. Ismail, peace be upon him, grew up to be a strong and righteous individual. He was also blessed with prophethood, preaching monotheism to the people of Mecca, and staying true to his father's legacy, Abraham, peace be upon him. God later instructed father and son to build the Kaaba, a place dedicated to monotheistic worship, strengthening the roots of monotheism in the region. The ultimate test of faith, the sacrifice. Perhaps the most famous episode in Ismail's life is his near sacrifice. In a dream, Abraham, peace be upon him, saw himself sacrificing his son Ismail, an act he understood as a divine command. Demonstrating immense faith and obedience, Abraham prepared to sacrifice Ismail. Ismail, peace be upon him, showing wisdom beyond his years, willingly submitted to the will of God. Just as Abraham was about to perform the act, God intervened, replacing Ismail with a ram. This was a test of their faith and submission to God's will. Both father and son passed with flying colors. This event is commemorated by Muslims worldwide during the festival of Eid al-Adha. Legacy of Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him. Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, passed away at a ripe old age and was buried in the Hajar area near the Kaaba. He left behind a legacy of faith, obedience, and submission to the will of God. His story inspires billions of Muslims worldwide, serving as a beacon of unwavering faith and determination in the face of unimaginable trials. In conclusion, Prophet Ismail's, peace be upon him, life story is a powerful narrative that encapsulates the essence of faith, sacrifice, and absolute trust in God. It serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit when fortified by divine faith. His legacy is remembered every year during the Hajj and Eid al-Adha, connecting Muslims globally through a shared heritage and shared. The remarkable miracles of Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him. Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, is a significant figure in Islam, recognized for his devotion, obedience, and faith in Allah. The Quran recounts several events and miracles associated with Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, showcasing his unwavering faith and the divine intervention that marked his life. 1. Survival in the desert. One of the earliest miracles associated with Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, is his survival in the barren desert of Mecca. When his mother, Hajar, was searching for water, she ran between the hills of Safa and Marwa. In response to her prayers and desperation, Allah miraculously provided the Zamzam well to quench her and her baby's thirst, which continues to flow to this day. 2. Willingness for sacrifice. Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, is notably recognized for the incident of the sacrifice. When his father, Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, saw a vision from Allah commanding him to sacrifice his son, Ismail, peace be upon him, willingly agreed, showcasing his obedience and submission to the will of Allah. However, Allah intervened at the last moment, sacrificing a ram in Ismail's place and sparing his life. This event is commemorated annually by Muslims around the world during Eid al-Adha. 3. Construction of the Kaaba. Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, assisted his father, Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, in constructing the Kaaba in Mecca. This sacred structure was built under divine guidance and continues to be the most revered site in Islam, towards which Muslims worldwide direct their prayers. 4. Prayer for future generations. Both Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, made heartfelt supplications to Allah for the guidance and well-being of their future generations. Allah answered their prayers, making Mecca a spiritual center and raising numerous prophets from their lineage, including the final prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him. 5. Growth of a civilization. Through divine providence, the region around the Zamzam well, where Ismail, peace be upon him, and his mother settled, grew into the city of Mecca. This city became a vital religious and commercial center, with the Kaaba at its heart, attracting people from various tribes and regions. The life of Prophet Ismail, peace be upon him, is marked by his steadfast faith, devotion, and the significant miracles that ensued from his and his family's trust in Allah. His story inspires Muslims, emphasizing submission to Allah's will and unwavering faith.